And we back with another episode of Textually Active. Rez is here, but she is finalizing the last Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving plans, probably the same way you doing before you watch this. But we here because this is what we're going to talk about is Thanksgiving and Christmas coming too fast. Is the holidays something you still care about? Is tradition important to you? And this week we're going to talk about it. So you make sure you get your aluminum foil, your Tupperware ready because we're going to unpack it or pack it the same way you do those leftovers here on Textually Active.
Hey, so I see all of y'all sharing y'all products, y'all businesses on your Instagram stories, on Facebook. Why not take out an ad on your favorite podcast and get more listens and more eyes on your product? Textually Active is now offering ads to businesses. All you have to do is send us an email and we'll get back to you about how you can get your ad right here on Textually Active. Send us an email right now at textuallyactivepod@gmail.com. Welcome back to another episode of Textually Active.
Textually Active.
This is your weekly dose of conversations about navigating the digital age while dealing with friendships, relationships, situationships, and all the ships in between. I'm Rez, and I got Meezy with me.
Hey, guys. How are you guys?
EA is on the board. I'm not going to say what I normally say because I forgot something on the counter this morning. So it don't hit as hard when you don't have the bling to go behind it. But it's still gang, you know. How we feeling it in here today?
I wasn't gonna touch that at all. None of my business.
If I would have turned around to go get it, we would have been 30 minutes late to record.
You was already
okay. 45. I would have been 45.
I'm just saying.
I would have got here at.
If you're gonna be late, stand on it.
Okay, you're right. You're right. I'm staying on it. I was running behind today.
If it's gonna be late, stand on it.
Although I woke up early to get here.
If you gonna be late, stand on it.
Listen, I'm trying. I'm working on it. I'm perfecting my craft. But we're here. It's another episode of Textually Active, and let's just get right into it. You know,
don't got time to bullshit.
We don't got time to play around. You know, Thanksgiving is coming up. I got to start preparing the ham. Did that even sound right?
Not from you.
I got to start preparing the ham. I started marinating my turkey.
It's Tuesday.
I had to season my macaroni noodles so that...
Right. You hit the button. Let's get into the text thread.
It's the text thread, baby.
All right, so let's get into the text thread today. Man, is this list heavy. It's been a week. Last week was a week and we made it through, but it don't mean that it don't hurt, you know, the same amount.
Yeah, it's been rough.
Torn up. Last week we got the news that young Dolph was shot and killed.
Rest in peace, young Dolph. A legend, a Southern legend, if I could say so myself. You know, he might not have the same or of a big fame of most of our favorite rappers. But let me tell you, in the South, if you anywhere in the South, there's a couple Young Dolph songs getting played at the function.
Yeah.
It's just a sad situation. I mean, the man was trying to get cookies in his hometown, like regular cookies. That wasn't a weed incentive. He was trying to get literal baked goods.
Are you serious?
In his hometown. And it didn't end for him as well as it should have. This is a cookie place that he frequents. It's called Makita's, and like he even done an ad for him. And it's kind of sad because the employees in there loved Dolph, and they had to witness it at the cookie restaurant. So I mean the cookie shop. So it's tragic, bro. I've been fucked up all day. This is kind of feels the same way it felt when Nip died. It's been one of them things where it's like, bro, every day you wake up, you remember that he's gone, but you be like, damn, not Dolph.
I just think I didn't follow Dolph, but I did know, born in the 80s, crack baby, even though I was born in the 90s. Preach is going down in history. It's a legendary
national
song.
anthem.
It is an anthem.
National anthem.
But it's sad to lose anybody. And it just lets you know like how short life is and how fragile life is. But what bothers me is the fact that people just think that it's okay to take somebody's life. Like,
bro.
You're taking somebody from some people. Like, where do you get that opportunity to be able to say, you know what? His life doesn't matter. I'm just going to take it and I'm going to kill him because I'm upset or whatever. Like, it's stupid.
Yeah, I saw a tweet that said that people think they killing a rapper or op. But you taking a black man from his family.
Right.
You taking a father, a son, a boss, like a business guy that supports his team. Like, you taking that away from, some other people's livelihood.
People are different people for everybody else. Just because you see me from one side and you may have seen the bad side of me doesn't mean that I'm like that for everybody else, and my life deserves to be cut short off of one instance. Because I'm sure if you beefing with somebody, you're not constantly going back and forth. You're not spending time with them. You don't know what they do outside of y'all little internet beef. Like, it has to stop. It's really old.
It's crazy because,
and we already dying to a virus.
And he's like one of the guys that was really there for people. Like, the kids at Duke that year got fired for playing a Dolph song. He flew him to Rolling Loud, gave him $20,000 while they looked for a new job on campus. Gave away a Lamborghini just randomly, like, I'm gonna find a fan, give this Lamborghini away. The girl realized the maintenance and the keep up of a Lamborghini was a lot. She was like, I had to sell the car. Dolph in the comments. Get paid, young nigga, get paid. Like, he supported this turkey giveaways. He got killed after doing a turkey giveaway in his city.
That's crazy. Right now, they do have surveillance from outside of the Makita's homemade butter cookies. So they have two people that they are looking for.
They ain't gonna find them.
In the case of it, I mean, it looks like they were masked up. They have the car that they jumped out of, and, they just ran in there and shot him. It's terrible. I hate to see that. I'm lifting up his family in prayers and anybody that supports him. If you on the internet telling people that they're weird for mourning a celebrity, shut the fuck up.
Please.
Like, you're weird for saying that to people who are mourning.
Icon that preached independence and owning your own shit. Nigga turned down $22 million because he knew his worth. He knew he was worth more than that. You know what I'm saying? These are the kind of people that y'all keep getting rid of.
Right. Did you you went to a Dolph concert?
I went to a Dolph concert.
How was that experience for you?
It was, so he opened for 2 Chainz, and so, you would think the crowd was there to see 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
But once
2 Chainz that nigga too.
Once he hit the stage, let me tell you, it became a Dolph concert real quick. Mm-hmm. And it's just sad. I know the holidays are here. We about to be spending time with family. Every time somebody get on the aux cord for Friendsgiving and Thanksgiving, a Dolph record gotta come on. So it's gonna be a real tough time. But
let that set go off. I know Legendary got a crazy set for Dolph. We gonna need that.
He done made a mix and everything.
We gonna need that.
But condolences to everybody involved, the fans, the family, the wife, the kids, just everybody, and rest in peace to young Dolph.
Rest in peace, young Dolph. Continuing the tune of sadness and this shithole of a country that we live in. Last year, during the riots and the protests for police killings, there was a protest going off in Wisconsin over the murder of a black man, Jacob Blake, who was shot by a white police officer. So during those riots, this fuck ass nigga, I mean, I don't want to say that, this bitch ass hoe, Kyle Rittenhouse decided to take his rifle. It was like a military grade gun out there to those people and be a vigilante and, try to protect his country. Vigilante. Did I say that right? Vigilante. I'm getting there.
You got there.
Either way, it makes me very upset because Kyle got off. Like, he didn't get charged with anything. He killed 2 people, wounded another, and I'm sure they probably took him to get Wendy's afterwards.
Probably.
And it's just like, are we really surprised?
No. The nigga got to cry in court and then pick his fucking jurors out of a fucking bingo raffle rally kit. The nigga randomly just got to go in there and pick 8 of the 12 jurors that was going to try his case. When the fuck did this happen? Like, I've never seen nothing like this happen before in my life that you can pick at random who's gonna try your case after you cry. Because you know you did some fuck shit. Because you got to cry. It's
terrible. And it goes back to who asked you, bro?
It's just a woman.
Like, who asked you to go out there and do that? Who are you? Who do you think you are? Like, and then you just go out here and you just get to live your life free.
Like, niggas is online shooting videos, telling them if once he, get through what he got through, they got internships for him.
Of course they do.
They got jobs for him.
Of course they do.
Like,
because there are people who believe that us doing what we did during 2020 was worse than what them fuckers did at the Capitol on January 6th.
And then, I understand. I understand you have to take a stance and you have to say something. But Joe Biden, the shit you said about the justice system doing what it did is some fuck shit. And I don't care if y'all come after me for saying it. It's corny. It's corny. Because it don't even make sense. Like, you realize, you can see that. You use us for votes. The motherfucker had the nerve to say what the justice system did is how the justice system works and it's not flawed.
He said what?
Like, I understand.
It's not flawed.
I understand the stance he took because as the president, you can't go against that. But like, if anything, you probably should just not say nothing. I would much rather be mad at Joe Biden for not saying nothing than what he said.
Biden calls for calm, but says Rittenhouse not guilty verdict leaves him angry and concerned. So I guess he made another statement. It's crazy.
It's nuts, bro.
I'm tired of it. I want to move forward and I want to like protect my peace because I'm not in a state to give too much, but damn, that shit hurts.
It's crazy, bro.
It makes you so upset that people out here are serving life sentences for something that they did in the 80s and this nigga took lives. Like,
it's just nuts.
People are sitting in jail for nothing.
Shout out Julius Jones for not dying, being executed this last week. They got a chance to pause that for a little bit. He might get a chance of just having life with parole, but they were gonna kill him until people start speaking out. So shout out to the system, whoever fixed that.
And then we just got over like the kids from, well, they're not kids anymore. The grown men from the Central Park 5. Yeah. Like, it's crazy. I'm sick of it.
That man's dating delicious though. He got a turnaround.
Talk about a comeback story.
Right.
But it's sad. This country, I don't know if I could continue to keep hope. I hope for the best. I pray for it.
There's some nut shit going on, but as blacks in America, you kind of expect it.
At least we have a new national anthem now.
Yeah, Preach is the one for me.
Okay. Back to music and on a somewhat uplifting note.
I might move to London, little British.
Really?
I like how they moving over there.
Why you say that?
Because some of the R&B over there going brazy, and then the queen. Well, the London queen is back. The white queen is back.
Mm-hmm.
White queen.
She's everybody's queen though.
Is that Game of Thrones reference? Is it what? No, white.
No. White Walkers.
Oh, my bad.
She's. I feel like she touches a lot of audiences though, because black girls like her, white women like her, Hispanic women like her.
That's because y'all always down bad.
But we love it. It's
women always down bad.
We've only been begging Adele for this album since.
I actually think Adele might be like 31 now.
Yeah. But we've literally been begging Adele for this album for the longest. So.
No, but I've been watching all her interviews and she keeps continuing to say like COVID fucked her up. Like this album would have came out last year. But COVID fucked it up. And I listened to 30. I had an advanced copy the day before it came out because
I know how you give it up.
But
so is the name of this thing is called 30?
Yes.
Okay.
Because her albums are named after
the year
what she was going through during that process.
Yeah, during that age.
And let me tell you, I didn't get a chance to fully experience the Adele album. I had to give it a listen, 2 quick listens, and go on about my business. But I do have my candles. I do got my bottle of wine, and I do got my my Bluetooth speaker ready.
Yeah.
To get in my bag and cry.
So when it dropped, I haven't been in the mode to listen to it either. You know, I've been, it dropped Friday, right?
Yeah,
so I was on go. And then, I like to be in a bag when I listen to Adele. She dropped 19. I was around 19. She dropped 21. I was around 21. She dropped 25. I was there too. So 30, I'm right here with her. Right now, Adele, 19 is my favorite. 25 is a close second, and then we got 21. That's like third.
Wow.
So I'm hoping that 30 gives me the feeling that 19 gives me. I listened to it. I probably, I like to start from the beginning and listen all the way through. Yeah. I think Easy on Me is easily my favorite because that was the single that dropped. And then My Little Love, I thought that was beautiful because it sounds like her child is talking.
Her and her son.
Yes, so I love that.
Let me tell you.
And I can't wait to listen to it.
Let me tell you.
But
let me tell you.
When Adele dropped, I think, what album was Hello on?
25.
So I thought it was funny because you remember the video Hello?
Yeah.
It had Mac Wilds in it.
Right.
Mac Wilds also dropped on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
You think he's coming out with the album?
We peer pressure. That's peer pressure.
I think it's safe to say he heard her request. He heard that we want something else.
And he dropped a nice little single too to show niggas, hey, I'm not playing.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I just started watching The Wire and I've gotten the Mac season.
Yeah.
And then yesterday I started watching Swagger and I've gotten to Mac season back. And I'm just like, oh, this nigga, what he said is right. This nigga is really working.
Did you watch Swagger? Because yes, have you seen Swagger?
Yeah, I have.
Swagger is on Apple Plus TV.
Yeah,
it's a really good show that follows kids in basketball.
Eighth grader in
basketball.
Trials of tribulation of getting through life as an eighth grade basketball superstar.
And I think I can compare it to, I don't want to say Euphoria because they're not doing drugs or anything, but like it's like the Black experience as an eighth grader and still having your parents' guardianship, but you're still living in like a city. So they're filming it in DC. Right. And it's filmed beautifully. The actors are amazing. Mac is in it.
Okay.
You don't like the actors?
I never understood.
They got Baby Ice Cube in there.
So here's my thing. I've only seen him be his father.
Who, Ice Cube? I know.
So O'Shea Jackson playing anything
I'm still calling him Ice Cube.
Other than his father is different for me. And so it's kind of weird because they look exactly alike.
They do, and they talk alike too.
So it's hard.
So I was watching the first episode. I was like, he remind me of somebody. And then it clicked. I was like, oh, this Ice Cube, O'Shea Cube. I don't know. This is O'Shea Cube.
So it's been hard to get through that. But O'Shea Cube is funny. And O'Shea Cube is hilarious. But it's been great. But Mac's single was amazing. That little Simple Things. That little joint you was telling us about, the little Bruiser soundtrack, all the girls on there.
Yo, I heard the Cardi B single from that. Woo, my girl not playing with y'all.
All the dolls.
She said, if you mention Cardi B, make sure you mention the grind because my girl go to work.
And
love Cardi.
And they keep showing us all these interviews Halle Berry did with all the girls too.
Yeah.
And every time I might start a new Fab list.
Do we have word on if there are visuals to go along with this?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
It just came out this week, but I don't know yet. But I can tell you one thing. Younger May was trying to give Halle Berry that Henny dick. Henny strap. ASAP.
I can't wait. I think the movie is coming out on the 24th. Don't quote me. But I can't wait to watch it. Is it the 17th? The movie is out?
The movie probably already out.
You have a laptop right there.
I'm looking. I think the movie, it says it came out on the 17th. Yeah. But I think, I do remember seeing that it drops on streaming on the 24th. So it's in theaters now.
What platform is it going on?
But it goes to Netflix on the 24th.
Yeah. So Netflix has a habit of releasing their movies a week before it's available on streaming.
And what's today?
Yeah, it's out now.
Okay.
It's out tomorrow.
Tomorrow. It comes out Wednesday.
Watch with your family at Thanksgiving.
Yes, watch it with your family at Thanksgiving.
It's the same typical Halle Berry movie, so
Oh, I think I'm excited to see it. Before we get out of the text thread, there's one last thing that we want to touch on.
I'm just here for
because
the
it's
jokes.
just screaming for attention.
I'm just here for that joke.
You want to say you over that man so bad.
I'm just here for the joke.
You want to say you over that man so bad that you just can't help getting flicked up with Pete Davidson any chance you get, huh?
Miss
Kim.
Sis sister done got her a white man, so the whole gang thing, hey, maybe we should go white man.
Guess what? Black is out. We're moving on to the next thing.
So apparently Kim K and Pete Davidson are dating, or they're trying to show us that they dating, because every time I see them, paparazzi's there and there's pictures.
Yeah.
So apparently they are dating. The first instance, they were at an amusement park on a roller coaster ride together, and the wild shit is it looked like the picture that they take of you on the ride, and then like somebody bought it and put it to the internet. Then we've seen him, Chris, because you know Chris gonna pop out,
and they had Skims on. Shout out to the Skims.
Matching pajama set. She had her pants on. He had a top on. Ooh. Flavor Flav just being there in the background, which I'm sure is a diversion, because you'd be like, "Why the fuck is Flavor Flav?"
Well, Flavor Flav is also sober. He announced his sobriety of the year. Shout out to Flavor Flav.
Make some noise with that. But as I drink. But like we just keep seeing them. Then the latest is them just walking and holding hands while she wears Yeezys. But
it's just so funny because Ye told us on the interview that was still his wife.
But he also was saying, part of me, I remember catching him saying in part 2 that the girl I be dealing with
is 22.
So
do you know that she's 22?
So like the girl that I be dealing with,
the 22-year-old that he's dealing with,
the girl I be dealing with. I mean, they may be in the open. Maybe they in the open. Maybe the business is more than the love.
Sometimes you have to step away from something to realize what you want. You got to step away and see what's out there and test the waters.
I don't see nothing wrong with it now that I think about it.
It won't be no stepping away over here.
I mean, if this was a multi-billion-dollar entity, we not happy,
we ain't there yet. We ain't there yet.
If we not happy, but this is a multi-billion-dollar
I'll be
entity.
damned if you walk out of this and walk into a Billy with somebody else.
But what I'm saying is they had to build it first.
Yeah, we got to build it first before we go talk about, because this is working.
And now they're going their separate ways.
We're doing something here.
No need to separate the brands. We could just go our separate ways. You could do, I don't mind. They might be open.
So you know what?
I just don't like that Pete Davidson's her first choice.
When you think about it though, the Yeezys was planned because she knew that people were going to be talking about her being out with Pete. You got to peep the marketing. You got to peep the marketing, baby. We thought Will Smith was doing something. Look at the Westies.
The advertising.
Look at the Westies. They out here. The Westies out here stunting with advertising. Y'all talking about Pete Davidson. We talk about the Yeezys.
Nigga, Kanye.
We talking about the plot for the billionaires.
Listen, they break up. Kanye and Drake can reconcile their different. Listen,
and Meezy, that's why we too broke to be out here talking about what these people is doing.
We see the play.
We peeped the plot. Don't say we ain't see it.
This nigga,
so
I see it.
I guess, shout out to the Westies. Y'all out here doing what y'all got to do. The bestest in the Westies.
I'm just saying, Kim, you could pick somebody. It's a lot of niggas on SNL you could have picked.
Listen, we already know that the biggest thing is that you never tell your friends like how good it is, right? But Ariana Grande made it very, very clear. And, I won't be surprised if that's
what you mean she made it very, very clear?
Oh no, Ariana like sad boys.
Oh, like Ariana Grande
rest in peace to Matt.
It made it seem like that she was getting
that meat. He got the meat.
When she said that, I didn't even know they dated.
She called Pete Davidson Arby's.
Oh, okay. You gotta pay attention to the signs.
But you gotta take what Ariana said with a grain of salt. She likes sad boys. Mac, Pete Davidson, Big Sean on his mental health kick. She likes sad boys.
Shout out to Ariana Grande. I hope you're doing well.
Or Victoria Money. We'll get to that later.
All right, y'all. That has been the text thread. We will be back with our discussion in just a moment.
You need promotion and visibility for your product? Why not do it right here on Textually Active? It's a space right here that you can add to. If you got a podcast, a book club, a vinyl, a candle set, whatever it is you do, we might need some lashes. you can promote your product right here on Textually Active. Be sure to click the link wherever you're listening to this to, and you can get more information there. Promote your stuff right here with Textually Active.
All right, so we're back. Thanksgiving is on Thursday. You may be listening to this on Tuesday. If not, shame on you. Double shame if you're not listening with your cousins. Okay? I know y'all drove 6 hours to your auntie house to eat that dry ass turkey and greasy ass mac and cheese. You should have been listening to Textually Active on the way up. All right? And if you're listening on the way back, double shame on you. Because why wasn't that your first choice? And text your cousins right now and tell them to listen.
I love it. I respect it.
Thank you.
That was her being bad cop. Guess that makes me a good cop today.
You got it, friend.
But it's one of those times that maybe this is the year you get back with your family. Last year you had to do the turkey thing over Zoom.
They were still together. I was still with my family last year.
Valid, but everybody didn't come together. All right, all the cousins were there. All the cousins were there.
Shame.
I'm getting pointed
But
at.
this might be a year that y'all are all back together. Vaccinated up. Probably getting a booster today or tomorrow and before you leave, whatever. But this week on Textually After, we about to get into like the thing about holidays and
What is it?
Like, what is this?
What is it? Y'all not tired? I'm tired.
How much do you really love your family?
I'm so tired.
Like,
As soon as Mariah Carey dropped, my heart just get a little.
these niggas made a little Halloween was out and she came through the door like Freddy Krueger. Like, she gotta relax.
Cap.
All right. Here's the thing.
Oh, you one of them?
He called me Cap. I did, the other day I woke up, Christmas songs was playing. It hadn't been Thanksgiving yet. I love Christmas.
Oh, you Cap.
I love Christmas.
The capititis has reached the room.
I love Thanksgiving. However, I don't like the behavior around it. I feel like I'm that one that finds a hot artist. I know this artist is hot. And then like everybody start talking about it and everybody start like gassing up they shit. The year y'all started putting y'all family Thanksgiving plates on Instagram was the year I got tired of Thanksgiving. Because what? Y'all don't got shit out. Like, y'all supposed to be with y'all family. Why are you on Instagram Live on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yeah.
Like, this is no longer about the holiday. It's no longer about spending time with your family. It's about who got the best plate, who got the best house, who got the most cousins, whose cousins is the funniest. And then you get the Christmas and it's like, oh, well, I got that new blah, or he got me this, or what if should I break up with him if it don't give me this? That's not what it's about.
Right. This season is weird because it's like a season where we like, once you hit October, the year's over.
Yeah.
And so now we about to speed through these last 3 months and niggas is about to start telling you about 2021, I relaxed, but 2022, it's up. Like, man, you could have made 2022 up, but you chose to relax. Like, if we get to these cliches around October, you start seeing old girls with the go up the steps a little bit. She starting to pop out.
Now that start immediately after Thanksgiving.
So it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't really know about holidays. Like when you get grown, holidays just become a day where you expect to get a break, but you might not.
It doesn't become a break when you're the person who has to coordinate. You have to bring everybody together. You have to cook, and the pressure's on you. I don't think it becomes a break. Y'all know I ain't cooking, y'all.
That's why that ham. I knew you was lying.
Y'all know I ain't cooking now, but like I just see the stress that it puts on my family when they do it.
But I think some of those, some of those people love though.
Yeah.
Like that is their opportunity to shine.
Yeah.
And for them, we're very thankful for y'all because y'all the ones that keep this shit together.
Yeah.
But I also saw like once the person that hold the glue of this family is gone or say fuck it, holidays ain't the same no more. It don't hit like they're supposed to.
It don't hit the same. I will say, and this is gonna come to a surprise for everybody, but for the first time in years, probably since me and E started dating, I'm not going home for Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm taking a year off.
What is the Like, why has it been so important in the past?
Why has it been so important?
Yeah.
Because in the past, I feel like I was homesick. Like, I would just want to go home. I would want to see what's going on with family. I would want to be in that environment. But this year, we kind of overdid it. And they got bad vibes a little bit. So I'm trying to give them a break.
They got bad vibes.
They got bad vibes. Give us some time to figure out their vibes. The energy is off. Lisa, I know you listening. Y'all vibes a little bad right now. So I'm going to see y'all next year. I'm going to peep y'all next year.
Aired it out.
All right. So, I'll get back to that later. I'm not going to talk about it right now. But I just feel like this year we spent so much time going up there. We went up there in the spring, probably twice in the summer, and then we had the wedding in their backyard. And honestly, they need a break.
Probably.
I'm not going to keep bringing my black tail up there, sitting in y'all, sitting at y'all house. I know they really want me to come there.
I might go.
But
it's up. It be up.
Last Thanksgiving, we had a good time.
Every time I walk into his house, man, your pops give him food and beer off gate. Every time I walk in, I might go.
Meezy said he coming, y'all.
I ain't say that, but I might. I thought about it.
So I just wanted to give them a break realistically because we've been up there a lot, and I wanted a break from myself.
Right.
And on top of that, I kind of want to get into like new traditions.
Right.
If hopefully, God willing, next year I'll have enough space to invite my family down so that I could do Thanksgiving at my house and integrate Eric's family in there too, and we can be the new touch base for Thanksgiving for people to come to us.
Is that something you look forward to?
Traveling during Thanksgiving sucks. I hate it. Like, the road is just nasty. People on the road are nasty. People get meaner the closer you get to Thanksgiving or Christmas. So, like, traveling during that time sucks. So, if I can alleviate that
for yourself
and still have my family around, I would love it.
And that makes sense. That's cool. Thanksgiving ain't one of the holidays I've ever cared for.
How do you normally spend Thanksgiving?
So as an adult, it would be I would either work the night before and like get off that morning and then take me a little nap. And then for the years that I lived with Earl, me and Earl would wake up and watch football and drink beer.
Yeah.
And then figure out what we was gonna do after that. So like Thanksgiving ain't really, and then even as a kid, my mom would always want to have Christmas off versus Thanksgiving. So she would work. So I would spend a lot, just be at home. She worked 3 shifts. So when she got off that morning, I'd just be at home. And then at some point during the day, I would probably go see my dad's side of the family. But as we got older, like my grandma has gotten older, so she ain't really the cook no more. And, we just don't spend time, doing stuff like that. And so like, so it's just been one of those, like, you house hop for a little bit, but like 2 places and I'm going back to the crib because I'm ready to go home. You know what I'm saying? It's that. And like recently, I think I spent the last 2 Thanksgivings. Yeah, last 2 Thanksgivings with Jazz because she came down for one. And so I've spent it with her, and that's an experiment, but we're not going to do that this year due to I had to work. So she don't want to travel by herself, and I don't have the ability to be like, nah, I can't go. Like, I can go with you. So we just probably kick it. I might get some wings or something. I might do something small, like at the house. Like, just we figure out what we want to eat that day, because I'm not here to fry no turkey or bake no turkey or do all this shit.
Can we get rid of turkey?
I don't know. Turkey kind of, like, when you think about it, you don't really have turkey as often.
The way they cook it on Thanksgiving, can we get rid of that?
The bake?
Yeah.
Like in the oven?
Yeah.
Maybe. If you're not frying it, I usually don't want it.
I mean, it's not that the turkey be bad and I haven't had a bad turkey. It's just not like my go-to. I think I just don't like turkey in general.
If y'all just lazy, just say so. When it comes to cooking.
Oh,
that's what it really comes down to.
I mean, I mean, I'm fat, but I don't got Big Mama elbow. I still got a regular one. I'm not in there.
I'm vegan. Pescatarian.
Keep the recipe, like
right in that, right where it wiggle, the little overlap with the elbow. That's where it's at.
My arm don't do that.
Yeah, that's where the recipe is at, and I ain't here for it. Like, I'm not finna. Those were like that's a generation who's had to cook.
Yeah.
Like,
wait, what?
They had to cook.
If you let me finish, I'll get to it. I was a generation that had to cook.
Why you say that?
She didn't leave the house. She had 14 kids in this one house.
You ever take 14 kids out to eat?
There was no going out to eat. Like, they're black. There wasn't no... the black restaurant, she was at home cooking. There wasn't one. So like she had to cook. Her husband just got off that steel mill. He been going crazy at that steel mill all week.
Getting talked to like shit all day. When he come home, it better be something hot.
It's just kids. So she had to cook this meal. And these became traditions for Sunday as it evolved over life. Like your grandma from 22 to 50. When you first met her, this was a tradition that we came together as a family to cook. So Thanksgiving is something that it sounds very religious when you think about it. And then in hindsight, it's like, oh no, we having the same meal we had on Sunday. Just
I mean, if you eat like that every Sunday, I want to come.
Yeah, so Meezy, you mentioned that quite a few times.
Yes, bro.
And but I feel like it's a Southern thing.
What?
Right, like
I don't know that. So let's get into this. Like,
right.
What's the? I feel like it's a black people thing.
Well, honestly, to be honest, like we didn't eat like that in my house growing up. Like we didn't have stuffing, ham, macaroni and cheese. You know, we didn't
You
eat.
misspelled dressing. Apparently,
We didn't have dressing.
Yeah, you said stuffing.
Collard greens. Like we didn't eat that.
don't
That
think
wasn't
black-
a Sunday thing. Like on Sunday we had crabs. And we had barbecue. My dad would grill out. We would have chicken, ribs, you know, stuff
Right.
like that, baked beans. But it wasn't like that traditional Thanksgiving food. We was eating. I eat good up there.
Right.
even her saying that is not the same compared to me growing up.
I ate
You are
good.
for the
Like
north.
Sunday, like there was other than the fact that yes, I am allergic to shellfish, but even my parents like weren't eating like that. Like it was just regular, degular like type of food. Like
Shit.
and like mac and cheese and stuff like that is like a literally
Delicacy.
Like it's like breaking case of emergency.
Is it
It's
Christmas?
only,
Really?
It's my
It's
birthday?
only because we
Really?
got company.
Oh, that's nuts.
And then on
because-
top of that, y'all can't tell. Y'all couldn't tell me in the middle school that I wasn't Italian because the way we shut that spaghetti Alfredo lasagna up. Let me tell you something.
With the gabagool.
Yes, I was the hell Italian. I grew up Italian.
yeah, bro, in the
Scampies?
bro, in the South, Scampies is hilarious.
It's going crazy in them
Bro, in the
scampies.
South, if you grow up in the South, grandmama
Scampies,
is
yeah,
she's making fried chicken and mac and cheese and greens this Sunday.
Hold
Next
on.
Sunday, she might make
Not
ham.
where the scampies at. Why are you looking for scampies?
That's what it sound like.
Where the scampies at?
Where the Scampies at?
I'll jump across this desk. I'm sorry, Meezy.
Yeah.
So grandma.
Y'all just don't got the billion yet. But yeah,
We
like,
don't got the billion
y'all got the
yet.
billion yet. Like these are like it don't always come in abundance like Thanksgiving. I think that may where it be the thing lies. Like we have all these options, but we always had greens and yams and mac and cheese. This was like a weekly thing for us. Like it always
Y'all had that weekly at
Yeah.
grandma's house?
yeah, like it depends on what she made. She would switch up the meats and the sides accordingly. My favorite meal as a kid used to be the Salisbury steak and the rice. Oh my!
Now that you talk about grandma's house,
Oh my god!
Salisbury steak.
Oh my!
Put a button on that. I have a story about that.
I do too.
Put a button on that. But grandma's house was where it went down. I guess I lost my grandma Sini early on. So I know Sini used to cook like that. And then grandma Lou, she would cook too. And my grandma Jane, she throw down too. But like we just weren't going over their house. Lou moved up to Delaware when I started high school, so 2014. So I was like getting her food. She was in an elder community up the street, so we would go over her house sometime to eat.
Right.
That's where I was getting that food. But at my house, not all the time.
I had like a step grandma,
Yeah.
and so like she just like cooked on Sundays, and everybody knew we was going to Granny house for the food.
Is that where you got the Salisbury steak?
Nah, that was my grandma, my actual grandma, which when she was able to cook.
Which one?
My mom's mom, my grandma Willa Mae. You know, it's
Yeah.
always a black lady named
Shout
Willa
out
Mae
to-
somewhere.
Was she making it homemade?
You know the vibes.
So that's the prop. So I think that's where the disconnect comes
with the
in.
onions and the gravy. Ooh,
I've never had
God.
real
Oh my
Salisbury
God.
steak.
You niggas is eating Stofers.
We had Hungry Man Salisbury steak. My father was a single father for a bit.
I'm
So
cool.
those Salisbury steaks
I'm
would
cool.
not always be cooked
Listen.
in the middle.
Listen,
They would
my
be
dad-
frozen. I could
living-
never eat a Salisbury steak again.
I was living
Nasty.
with my dad from the 5th grade, basically until sophomore year of high school, like which is us. he found out that I liked it the first time, when I liked that and Fruit Loops the first time, we might as well just moved into Costco, because that's all that was left. And I am
can't relate.
Like, you're privileged ass.
Like right now, when I hear the word Salisbury steak, it gives me the same feeling when I hear the word gin.
I want to throw up.
Hey, if the cornbread ain't Jiffy, I ain't here for it. I'm telling you, cornbread. We used to bust
the universal thing.
Bust the cornbread.
But have you ever had honey cornbread?
I don't know about none of that. If it ain't Jiffy, I ain't here for it.
You're missing out. You got to put the honey.
I'm telling you, I used to go over there. I used to be there when she made it and be like, "Grandma, let me get a piece of cornbread now." Like once it came, like I was that kind of kid. Yeah, like I need that. Like right now, she knew the vibes. Like she would just make it and be like, "Here." Like she knew the vibes. Like so that was something I grew up with. Like as I got older and I got into those years of rebellion, I was like, bro, I don't want to eat this shit. But it became like I never went hungry because until she wasn't able to. Like now, it makes sense. Like I could go somewhere where somebody cooked now, oh my God, it would be amazing. But like back then, it was more like I did this most Sundays for my life.
So did that make Thanksgiving less special because that was the same food that you were getting?
Because fucking macaroni don't mean shit to me. I don't care who made it. All that macaroni tastes like macaroni no matter how you get it. Okay. Unless the white people make it and they try to use that Cheez-It shit. And that shit is gross.
Cheese Whiz?
No, Cheez-It.
The crackers?
The crack shit is trash.
Why would you? Never mind.
Exactly.
So is it time for new foods for Thanksgiving?
Because I feel like Thanksgiving food and Christmas food is the same food too.
It is.
And so now it's like, maybe we don't need to have both of these for both years. I also think we're not a generation that eat every Sunday.
You know how they say it's time to separate the artist from the art. It's time to separate the holiday from the food.
Yeah.
It's bigger than that.
Yeah.
And it's also time to separate Christmas from the gifts.
Yeah.
It's bigger than that.
Shit.
It's bigger than that. It's about, we talked about this briefly when we were setting up this meeting, but like coming together as a family. I also had this conversation with a coworker the other day, but like coming together as a family, I think for me, that's what these holidays mean to me.
Right.
I think that's what's most important is getting that time, playing those games, having discussions about what everybody's doing. And I don't want to sound like the 25-8 community, Grand Rising and all them. But seriously, like those are the times for you to get together with your family and be like, oh, you interested in doing this? I know somebody who could do this. Or you like doing this? You got that new podcast? I could put you in touch with these people. Or just like building that connection with your family that's deeper than y'all sharing a plate, saying a prayer, and watching football. It's more to that. Like, I just want people, I don't know. I enjoyed those moments with my family, and I think that's what the holiday should be about.
I think part of that is true. I think we should still come together and do the shit we like to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Come together to do the shit we like to do. If your family watch football, I think that's what y'all should do. If your family we play bingo at Christmas. Like if y'all family get together and play bingo.
That's nice. That's bonding.
Bet. But I also think I don't feel obligated to get you a gift. Life been coming hard lately. These bills is still due.
Mm-hmm.
So me taking away from my house to give you something, this crock pot you had on the list just because you ain't got no crock pot, I don't think that's my problem. Man, like, I don't think that's my problem. And on the flip side of that, because that sounds selfish, I don't expect you to pass me anything either.
As a family, we decided we're not giving each other gifts this year. It's been a hard year financially for all of us. Why am I breaking my back and my credit limit to buy everybody
and
a gift?
I think what we need to start doing as a people and a generation is start looking at our gift giving tactics and understand you might not know the people that you think you know.
Right. And normalize.
Expand on that.
So I think everybody's whole mission is it's a thought that counts. It was a thoughtful gift. That usually means if I tell you it was a thoughtful gift, I might not use it. I might not like it.
That's what I was going to say. People need to normalize asking
Just ask me what I want.
What you want. Give me 5 things. And people laugh at me when I say this, but 5 things. I may not be able to get all 5, but it'll point me in a direction of what I can get. But for the life of me, do not get me a gift card. I hate gift cards. I hate those Visa gift cards. I don't like going to the store to pick out what I want. I hate going to the store. I don't want to go to Bath and Body Works and pick out my candles myself. I want to tell you exactly what candle I want, and I want it to be here when I open the gift.
You bugging. But you don't like to shop, so that might be what your issue is.
You're right.
Because that Visa gift card, you bust down that little $25.
Bro, but it's so particular. And if I spend $26, it's going to decline.
Listen.
Now I look like a broke boy.
Listen. You got to learn what's on your card before you make these choices to leave the house. If you done went into the little Food Line grocery store, the little shop, right? Because I know it's a bunch of niggas from everywhere listening to this. And you done swiped it one time and you got that pack of chicken for $8.44, you need to know out of 25, I ain't got $8 left. So the next time you then swing around the corner, Dwayne Reed, Walgreens, CVS, and you see they got that little makeup wipes. They on sale. They 16. Swipe the card and no, 8 and 16.
It's hitting you back with that.
This might be over. You can't get them. You need to use your real debit card.
So
but you need to know.
It might be user error on my part, but I will say take your time and gift shopping.
I am a advocate for just give me the money. I am an advocate for just give me the money because you don't know what I need it for. Shit, I might need it for gas this week.
Just the cash?
I'm gonna do with a candle if I can't. I'm gonna have to use the candle because the lights cut off in this bitch.
Right.
So just give the cash and do it like that.
Cash is better than gift cards.
I feel like
I'll take cash. I'll never decline cash.
Cash is better than that thoughtful gift you thought.
Right.
Because when you start asking me where it's at, and I can't tell you because I ain't really give a fuck about it. Now me and you have an awkward conversation.
Did you wear the gift that I got you?
I mean, it's at the house.
Do you like the gift that I got you?
It was a thoughtful gift.
Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to Friendsgiving because obviously I'm about to be one short of a friend if this nigga keep talking up like this.
I just one quick thing about gift giving. I don't like the whole idea of not allowing someone to be thoughtful to give you a gift because that just shows they actually give a shit about you.
Yeah.
Right. But then when you're just like you only say, tell me what you want if it's a child.
No.
Like what's the point of all that?
I like the thoughtful gifts.
I would like for you to ask me. I feel like this should be a conversation.
For you to just to tell them, nah, I'm good. I don't need nothing.
Or you end up, you give me a gift and now I feel obligated to have to give you something in return.
You know what I am a fan of though? On Instagram, during the holiday seasons and around your birthday, I saw a mouse do this one year. He just started posting all the stuff that he wants for his birthday. Same thing. People watch your Instagram story. If they ask you what you want, save that story and send it to them. They got options.
I'm about to start putting my cash out they do on their birthdays.
You should.
Listen.
So back to Friendsgiving. Friendsgiving is a new tradition for me, or not. It's fairly new within the last 5 to 6 years.
This is
me.
Yeah, this is a made up thing that people that don't live in the city that they grew up in do when they meet friends in new cities.
Why does that sound so shady?
It's the truth. This is when you can't go home or you going home and so you want to spend time with the people that you met in your new city.
I promise y'all it's okay. I promise y'all.
Ashley.
Oh boy.
Friendsgiving. Hey.
So yeah, in my opinion, Friendsgiving is when people get together and they are friends. They're not necessarily family, and they'll do something prior to Thanksgiving. This is an opportunity to play games, drink more alcohol than you normally would with your friends and family, and eat. But not as good as you would on Thanksgiving, because a lot of people just Friendsgiving, the food don't be giving it up like that.
Well, that's because y'all don't do it right. Friendsgiving ain't got no limits to it. Friendsgiving is supposed to be chicken wings, brown liquor, meatballs that somebody made, the mac and cheese that you can put the meatballs on top of.
All right, I'll take that back. One year we went to John Scott's Friendsgiving and that food was busting because I think Robbie had made the chicken and we had some mac. It was good.
You supposed to have
it was
pizza.
Shout out to John Scott. That Friendsgiving
doing all this
was
kind of shit.
Every Friendsgiving that we had since being out here has been great.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You know
It
what I'm
has been
saying?
slapping.
I'm just saying, if you don't have to make Friendsgiving feel that. I feel like Friendsgiving is just another name for function. We about to turn it up a little bit.
It is.
It's
It's another word for function.
Holiday function.
Yeah.
It's a holiday. I like it though.
I want to get rid of themed anythings.
Jamila Ashley.
Another hotline. Friends are calling me today about their Friendsgiving, and I don't know.
So themed holidays. I think he probably means like I don't like a 90s party. I still want to do a 2000s party, but a Friendsgiving theme, I haven't seen it. I will say Friendsgiving is great. I want to continue the tradition. I think it gives us a break from the traditional Thanksgiving, and it brings in opportunity for you to bond with your friends, whether they're from the city that you're in, whether they're new friends that you met. But I love it. I love Friendsgiving. What do you think, babe?
I think Friendsgiving is a great way to just make sure that no one's left out.
Yeah.
Like for me, I've kind of never been home ever since like graduating school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And sometimes like it's a little tough to travel during the holidays.
It's
right?
hard.
Because for the most part, my family, for a good portion of my 20s, they were like, in Atlanta or North Carolina and stuff like that. And when you ever try to do that, I had a car, but a car that was a local car. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
Right?
You can't be going back and forth.
Yeah. You got a 45-minute ride. That's the max.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like it's too expensive. So it was great to be able to have people, family, like what I like to call them, like that was just like you're a family away from home.
Yeah.
And that has helped me got super far.
I think it's a great way for you to bond with your friends and show them love. But outside of that, the other thing that I kind of wanted to touch on, and I guess we could touch on it a little bit, was how much we want to separate ourselves from the traditions that are currently around Thanksgiving and Christmas. Because I feel like that becomes the disconnect is when we try to do things that we know our family used to do. For me, once you get married and once you start your own family and you get kids, I already crossed the first bridge. So I'm married, but I haven't had kids yet. Is that when you start making your own traditions?
I think so, because I think that's when you start to understand we can't just pack up all this shit
And keep going. We can't pack up 2 kids.
Take your time. Take your time easy.
He done ran up those steps and ran back there.
We can't take the newborn and all the needs for the newborn 8 hours in a car ride.
No.
We're not gonna pay for 6 tickets to get home for the holidays. Something gotta give here.
Yeah, you start making your own traditions.
And so I think you end up, because I feel like buying 6 pair of red and black lumberjack pajamas is cheaper than airline tickets.
You want to know what
Keep it
Friendsgiving
up.
really is?
What is
It's
Friendsgiving?
appreciating your friends that
Before
will
you
take,
leave 'em.
that will take a 45 foot steep stairway to come upstairs to work with you.
Right.
You know the vibe.
Absolutely.
You know the vibe.
My man Meezy.
I'm out here. I'm athletic still. Hey, that's another thing. You end up playing fucking flag football with your friends on Thanksgiving. I don't think that travels well either. I don't think if you ain't been home for a while, you can't go home and see your friends in this shape and think you about to do something.
And try to run around with them.
Not at all.
But on that note, I think that wraps up our discussion for the day. Let's go ahead and take a break and come back with our final thoughts and some music to get us through the holiday season.
And we're back. The final thought that we came up with, I think we should really just explain that we don't hate the holidays.
Yes.
Because we're going to double back around this topic again the week before Christmas, because I know y'all going to travel again.
Things, yeah.
We're going to do that. But I think we need to just reiterate, like, it's okay to do things different for Christmas. Mm-hmm. You don't have to do the exact same things that you unless you like it. Listen, if you're a traditionalist and you love doing the same thing with your family, that is cool. But I also don't see it as a problem if you hint at mixing this up. Do seafood Thanksgiving, seafood Christmas.
Yep.
Or maybe y'all do what's that game? White Santa, White Elephant, or whatever it's called, where y'all mix and match gifts and see who want to get. Like, make it something new.
Add something new to the tradition.
Just like we have a theme Thanksgiving this year or next year.
You walked away from the mic saying you hate themes.
I don't like themes, but somebody do. They love them red and black lumberjack pajamas.
What is a theme? What is a theme Thanksgiving?
We all come dressed in pajama. A pajama.
Oh, that's cute. Pajama.
Because we sitting here comfortable.
Pajama jam.
Yeah. Feel like Thanksgiving. Watch the House Party 3, the Jammy Jam.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. Or I think that's 2. I lied. That might be 2.
Don't get me lying. Don't put my black card like this in front of all these people.
My bad. But yeah, I think we should like just mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You might love the way it is, but somebody at your house, the cousin that don't keep showing up every time, that's probably why.
I think we should take some of the pressure. You the cousin that don't show up. I think we should take some of the pressure off of Thanksgiving and Christmas being the only time that you get together with your family. And I think that's what it boils down to.
Especially if y'all live in the same city.
To see their family. And I think if we put a little bit more emphasis on seeing each other throughout the year, that would be a lot better than banking on these holidays to see each other. The moment I realized that I could see my cousins outside of Thanksgiving and Christmas, my life changed. So continue to take those opportunities to bond with your family outside of that and start some traditions with the family that you do have. Your boyfriend, your kids, your close cousins and friends. Mix them up. Do your own Thanksgiving. But at some point, the shift in Thanksgiving comes. Your parents get older. Your grandmother is no longer here. And you have to take on those traditions as a millennial. And I think that's what we're experiencing right now is a shift in what Thanksgiving means to us. So on that note, I'm ready to get into some jams.
Let's turn it up because you on this drive. You listening to this on the drive. I know you are because that's what y'all do. Let's turn up a little bit this week here on WMEZ.
You are now tuned in.
You're now tuned in to WMEZ. This week we got Camo Banks and Banks of Flyluminati. This is Dudley Boyz here on WMEZ.
Textually active.
That's right. All right. So for the memes, Meezy, you was excited about yours, so you go first.
We just talked about gift giving and part of this holiday talk, and I just want to say the aunties and the grandmas who give lottery tickets or stocking stuffers ain't shit because I might just lose and I end up with nothing.
Absolutely. They never think about that part.
Like, if I lost, I ain't getting nothing.
And then if I win, are you going to expect a piece of it?
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Selfish.
Baby, what you got?
It's not really a meme. It's just like an observation. And just moving forward, I just want nerves, not more than nerves of steel, but I want nerves of Will Smith. Because what he goes through and what he's able to do, like, there's something there.
That ain't nothing but good PR, baby. We up next. My meme is in line with Friendsgiving. I'm tired of the low maintenance friends rhetoric. Where are the girlies who want to talk and see their friends regularly? Sign me up. Come hang out with the kid. I'm trying to do a girls' day after girls' day and then follow it up with girls' day. I want to do a girls' slumber party. Let's all get matching outfits and throw rose colored balloons around. That's the type of shit I'm on.
You really got rid of me as a friend.
I'm just going.
I really got what?
You really got rid of me as a friend.
I just feel like you look really nice today, but that's a really nice brunch cap you're wearing.
What?
Brunch cap.
You mean I'm capping?
Yeah.
I do want to do that. I like spending time with my girls.
I don't know. Here's the thing. We know you enough to know the first time is up. Second time might be up.
It's gone.
But the third time, we might not get to the third one. The third one might be up. I wanted to, but
all right.
You definitely the type to have the first 2 dates in the first week.
Yeah.
Let me process before the third one.
I would. And then you probably won't see me for a couple months. But I do like high maintenance friends because I like to feel like I'm needed and I want to have stuff to do with y'all. I might not be able to make it to everything because I got a gentle mental. But when I show up, all right?
Like it.
Remember that. All right, so just like that, we done with Textually Active for this week. We'll
Enjoy
be back next
Thanksgiving
Tuesday.
this week. Love, as we talked about in Textually, life short. Tell your people you love them when you see them. You can even do it after you get drunk or high, and it makes more sense because you might show real emotion.
If you really want to buy and cry together.
Or if you really want to turn this fucking holiday up. Turn Thanksgiving up. Air it out. Tell your cousin you want the money that they owe you. Tell your daddy he wasn't shit when you was growing up, and now you just trying to make sure shit be regular, and you know that you ain't shit.
Or
flip the table. knock the turkey off. Fuck it. If that's how you feel, choose violence.
Tell your mama to mind her business and then cuss at your auntie.
Tell your auntie to mind her business and cuss at your mama.
Because your mom been telling your auntie all your business, and that's why she's looking at you sideways, trying to give you $5 every time she turn around.
Exactly.
But if you want to take a more safe route,
watch your purse, because that crackhead uncle gonna beat her.
We played a great game last week. Maybe you could bring a card game to the function.
And normalize at least not judging people that don't know how to play spades. How about that?
Teach your cousin how to play spades. And we here if y'all need us.
Y'all too grown for y'all big age.
That's crazy.
All right, y'all. We'll be back next Tuesday. Bye.